welcome to Pilates. We're going to start today in a standing position with our legs together and start off just by initiating and activating those core muscles. Just to start with, just pull your belly in and squeeze your glutes a good 20 to 30%. Wrap your thigh muscles around your bones like the meat around a chicken drumstick. Internally, imagine you're zipping up from your pubic bone to your belly internally. So for the ladies, stop the P, mid-flow, and for the gentlemen, lift up those regions with icy water coming up your legs. So just be aware here of just those muscles working from the ribs all the way to your knees. All 5 toes are equally planted into the floor with your inner outer soles of the feet equally down. And our chest is open because we're drawing those shoulder blades into that soft V, into the base of our spine. The neck is long as we lengthen through the crown of the head, yes, with the chin parallel to the floor and the chin slightly pushed back like a book going back into a bookcase. Let's take our heels and toes apart but maintain the concentration now to keep those core muscles activated all the time. On your next inhale through the nose, let's roll the shoulders forward and up. Exhale, back and down. Breathing into your nose, breathing out through your mouth. Exhale, let's go in the other direction. We inhale, draw the blades together, up with the shoulders, forward and down. Breathing in, breathing out, maximizing the circle, the ball and socket joint movement. Now you can either stay with that bent version, otherwise we do long levers this time. We're going to inhale, elevate both arms using our lats. We exhale out to the side with resistance. Breathing into the center, shoulders stay down. Exhale, resistance with your triceps and your lats as you come back down. One more time, breathing in, breathing out. Let's go in the direction. We go out on our inhale. We exhale through the center. Now keep that 5-pound note in between your shoulder blades. Keep the chest open, the shoulders back. Breathing in, elevate from your lats. Exhale, resistance with your triceps. One more time, breathing in. And bring your arms down to shoulder height. Let's practice our shoulder stabilization. We inhale, round the shoulders, reach forward with those fingertips. Exhale, draw the shoulder blades together and down into that soft V. Breathing in, breathing out. Let's do 2 more. Breathing in, round. Exhale, 5-pound note in those blades. One more time. Exhale. Now let's inhale, open up the rib cage with our breath. Exhale, the rib cage deflates like our breath. Keep the belly in as you inhale deeply into your ribs. Exhale, so this is our lateral thoracic breath. One more time, breathing deeply into the sides of the rib cage. Exhale to deflate. Bring your arms down by your side. Let's zip up our pelvic floor muscle now. A bit more. Bring the sternum down to meet it. Squeeze your glutes and lift those heels off the floor. Chest is open, shoulders down. Inhale to lower. Let's go again. Zip up. Rib to hip connection, belly in, inhale to lower. Now wrap your thigh muscles around your bones. Your hips are level. Both glutes are working equally. Inhale, so keep that pelvis completely still. Exhale, lift. And release. On your next inhale, take up your right arm. Exhale over into your side bend. Breathing in. Breathing out, keep the shoulders down, breathing in. Keeping 2 panes of glass. We'll do that one more on each side, relax the shoulders. Exhale, elbow driving away from your hip. And the hands are pulling away from each other. Keep the elbow back in line with the ear. And come back. Bring your arms into Cossack, shoulder height. Draw those blades into that soft V. Now with your left waist, we're going to go over to our right. Keep the shoulders down, keep the hips facing forward. Squeeze a bit more. Inhale, lengthen as you come back. Now it's your left waist taking you over to the right. You're hardly moving really here, because it's coming from the waist and back. So the shoulders aren't moving, the head's not moving, it's coming from the bottom, yeah, the waist. Inhale back, so imagine that dishcloth of your waist, squeeze out the water, squeeze. Can you go a bit further? And back. Bring your arms down by your side, zip up the pelvic floor, let's lift up those heels again. Breathing in, elevate both arms, stretch nice and tall. Now draw the blades into that soft V. Now concentrate, thigh muscles wrapping around the bones. Yeah, the pelvic floor is lifted. Bring your sternum down to meet it, rib to hip, and can maintain the length in your spine. Breathing into your rib cage, keep the belt around the waist, belly in. Slowly bring down those arms with control and bring down your heels. Well done. And let's pivot swing from side to side. Don't worry if you're losing the balance. Yeah. Might just be something today. Let's do one more on each side and come back to the center. Okay, let's practice a little bit more on balance today. We're going to start off with the left leg being the bark of the tree. We'll bring that right leg out in front of us, hip distance with the legs. Remember the analogy of the cable, from the belly to the knee, the drawbridge. The cable is slack, so we're going to tighten the cable up by pulling the belly in. And once that cable is tight, the leg comes off the floor. And we inhale to lower. Now keep the chest open, belly in. And to lift that leg, inhale to lower. Now the hand can go on the left glute and you're going to feel that glute working. Exhale, 4. And 5. And 6. Shoulders down, belly in. Remember, concentrate on all the core muscles here, especially around that left thigh. Now hold it at your 8th one. Let's come into ankle rotations. The crown is lifting, the belly is pulled in. We're still breathing into the ribs. The other direction with those circles. Nice. Now let's inhale out to the side. Pull back in with your abs. Breathing in. Now option, you can take that toe down to the floor and just open up the hip, yeah? Otherwise, the higher you lift, the more challenging. On this 4th one, we hold the position. We can place the foot inside the leg. Okay, but no pressure on that knee. Now tuck the tail under slightly to open up the hips. Yes, now your right glute is firing equally with your left. You can bring your arms out into a soft V now. Elbows slightly bent. Draw the blades back, crown lifting, belly in. And keep tucking the tail under, driving into that left heel. Hold it for 4. And 3. Rib to hip. Zip up the pelvic floor. And let's bring down those arms, collect the leg, and walk out. Nice calf muscle working here now. Just drive into the toes, all 5 toes equally. And can maintain the length in your spine. Now let's do the other side. So now it's going to be your right glute doing the work. The left leg comes out in front. We're going to tighten the table by pulling the cable by pulling the belly button in. And once the cable is tight, it will now lift up that left leg. And we inhale to lower. The chest is open. That 5-pound note is in between the blades. Exhale, 3. Rib to hip. The higher that knee goes, the stronger your hip flexor and the more your right glute has to work. I think that's our 8th one. We're going to come into our ankle rotations now, drawing a big circle. Option, hand on the wall if you need to. Other direction. Keep those shoulders down, keep the belly in, keep squeezing that right glute. Now, let's go into open the hip and exhale back. We open the hip, be mindful about how this side is compared to the other side. 2 more. Back in. Keep the hips still. Now let's place that foot inside the leg, wherever feels comfortable. Relax the neck and shoulders. We're tucking the tailbone underneath the bottom now. And your left glute is going to be firing as well as the right. Yes, now bring those arms out if you wish to. Soft V, yeah, or Y shape. Yeah, tuck the tail under, pull the belly button in, lift the crown of the head, open up those hips a bit more now. Lift up that pelvic floor, driving into your right heel. Hold it for 4, and 3, and 2, and 1, and bring down the arms, collect the leg, and walk out. Well done. So we're now going to make sure our legs are hip distance, both glutes are firing equally. We're going to inhale, elevate the arms, reach up nice and tall. Now on our exhale, we're going to bring our chin to our chest and our ribs to our hips. We're going to round. Now bend the knees on this first one and allow the body just to drop. The head and shoulders are nice and relaxed. We can give our head a little shake. And we're going to inhale into our rib cage, keep the belly in. On our exhale, tuck the tail under, squeeze your glutes gently, rounding that lower back, that middle back, that upper back, and the head and shoulders last. We're going to think about the pelvis now, that bowl, ceramic bowl. Okay, the water should be in the bowl. We're going to tuck the tail under. We're going to bend the knees. Now we're going to pull your belly in, back bend here. The hips are going more forward than the belly. Okay, the pubic bone, and the water's coming out our back, the pelvis here. Palms go behind. We're getting an anterior stretch in here in the chest and the hips. On your exhale, option look forward or just keep your arms by your side. Otherwise, look up. Stretch out those fingers wide, external rotation of the shoulder joint. Keep the belly in. Now, on your next exhale, chin to chest. Let's round over the beach ball, upper back, middle back, lower back, and we flick the tailbone up to the ceiling. So now the water is coming forward onto our toes and the sit bones are rising up to the ceiling. The heels are driving down in opposition to those sit bones that are driving up. Inhaling at the bottom, keep your shoulders away from your ears. It's totally irrelevant where the fingers are. Yeah, it's the crown of head to toe, chest to thigh. Yeah, and we're bringing the weight of the body forward onto the toes and driving into the heels. So our bottom is kind of over our knees ideally. Yeah. Inhaling here for me. And on your exhale, we start by tucking the tail under, pulling the belly in, rounding that lower back to an imaginary wall, middle back, upper back, head and shoulders last. Breathing in. Reach up nice and tall, draw the blades back, now tuck the tail under, let's go back into back bend. Start the hips now. On your next exhale, chin to chest, rounding through the spine, round, 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 flick your tailbone up to the sky now as your heels drive down. Now inhale, right hand leading, let's walk those hands out in front of us. Try and keep the hips as still as you can. 4 to 5 steps here. Now draw those blades back into those back pockets. Pull your belly in. Yeah, we're looking slightly ahead of the hands. I want you to exhale, drive your right leg away from you. Inhale, now option on the knees. Pull, yeah. We're going to do 5 on each leg. Yeah, option alternate if you're on your plank position. If your knees are on the floor, just do 5 on each side, yeah. We have 1 breath to pull and 1 breath to release. Shoulders down, away from those ears. Squeeze those blades gently. Try and keep the hips completely still. We're not lifting, we're pulling. Pull the leg behind you like someone's got hold of you. Let's do 1 more. Now, inhale, lift the hips up. Now, option, bend the knees and take your knees to the floor and walk the hands back to the feet. Otherwise, we stay in the down dog position. You know, we can bend the knees halfway from the floor to the floor. Drive the hips back and up, and then extend the legs again. Let the head drop completely. Now, pull your belly in and wrap your thigh muscles around your bones. Right hand comes back in first, then the left. Slow it down, drop the head,
and look in between your legs. Now pull your shoulders away from your ears, pull your belly in. On your exhale, let's restack. Tuck the tail under, lower, mid, up, head and shoulders last. Breathing in, reach nice and tall, draw the blades back, exhale into your back bend. Look up if you can, option wide arms, open the chest, exhale. Chin to chest, rounding through the spine. Round, round, round. Flick the tail up. Left hand leading this time. Walk those hands out nice and slowly. Big steps. Keep the hips as still as you can. This time we're going to come into row. Again, option, drop the knees to the floor. Otherwise, take the legs a little bit wider. We're going to drive one arm into the hip line, okay? Hand into the hip, draw the shoulder blades back into those back pockets. Release on your inhale. Now we're trying to keep the hips facing down. And bring the hands closer together. We're working your rhomboids now. So squeeze your shoulder blades into those back pockets, yeah? Squeeze the muscles in between your shoulder blades. We're trying to keep the belly in a lot here now. Lats engaging underneath your armpits. Bring your hands closer together, your legs a bit wider. Let's do one more on each side. Now, bring the legs into hip distance. Inhale, lift the hips up. Adjust the feet if you need to. Let the head just drop. Now, left hand leading, come back in. Option, bend the knees, okay? Otherwise, we're trying to keep those hips as still as we can. We inhale at the bottom. We exhale, tuck the tail under. Let's restack that spine with control. Inhale. Exhale, back bend. Last one this time. Pull that belly in to protect your spine, shoulders away from the ears. Exhale, chin to chest. Round through the upper back, the middle back, lower back. Now flick the tail up. Right hand leading. Keep those hips nice and still. 2, 3, 4. Wrists under shoulders. Now option knees on the floor again. Yes, come up onto one arm and inhale. Option knee on the floor. Exhale back. Draw the blades into those back pockets. Inhale. So we're working the upper back all the time. When you come back to the start position, shoulders away from the ears. Breathing in. Breathing out. Legs at hip distance. Breathing in. Look up at the hand if you can. Lift up through your armpit muscles now. Yeah, so we come over to one side. Breathing in. Option now, hand underneath the needle. Exhale. Breathing in. And lift up through your armpits. Exhale 2. Let's do 2 more. Option, the bottom knee goes on the floor, the lower lever, yeah, 3. One more time, lift up through your armpits. Exhale, 4. Now bring that hand back down, let's do the other side. Breathing in, shoulders away from the ears, lift up with those hips. Breathing in, breathing out, lats. Squeeze your glutes. Hug your thigh muscles around your bones and your wrist is over your shoulder, underneath your shoulder. Make sure. Lovely. Now bring that hand back down and now let's drop the knees wide, toes together and come into your child's pose. Just sinking a little bit lower into the floor, the crown of your head driving away from your tail. And we're going to round through the spine now, so tuck your tail under, pull your belly in. Once the shoulders come over the wrists, inhale, flick the tail up and come back, hips into heels. Breathing in, round, flexion of the spine. Inhale, flick the tail up, belly in. Let's do that one more time, rounding through the spine, cat stretch. Inhale, flick the tail up and drive those heels, drive the hips back into those heels. Now, hands, arms at shoulder width distance here. Forearms stay on the floor. Bring your nose and chin forward. Inhale, bum sticking in the air. Exhale, push up. Those hands away from the floor. Exhale, round cat stretch into your child's pose. Nose and chin on the floor.
Push up once the nose comes towards the thumbs. Tuck the tail under, cat stretch, all the way back. Let's do that one more time, forearms in. Keep the elbows in to the rib cage. Exhale, round through the spine. And let's just walk those hands back to the knees. We're going to now come into press up. One more exercise on upper body today. So, option one, knees underneath hips, but take your hands wide of the mat. But I need all 5 digits on the ground equally. Okay, so option one, you just simply drop the nose in between those 2 thumbs, elbows at a 45-degree angle, and push the ground away from you with your arms. And when you drive down, the shoulder blades squeeze together, and as you exhale, the shoulder blades open up. And imagine that you're pushing the ground closer together between the 2 thumbs. So you're pushing the hands closer together. You're trying to get the ground closer together, and that will activate the pecs. Now, if you're going to come into the 3/4 version or the full press up, okay, I need you to activate the legs a bit more now. Hug your thigh muscles around your bones, squeeze your glutes. Okay, so option now in 3/4, where the knees go back, but the shoulders remain over the wrists. We take the elbows out at a 45-degree angle, push the ground away, and draw the shoulder blades back, round them again. Yes, you inhale, open the blades, or squeeze them together, sorry, and then you open them up, yeah? And you're pushing the ground closer together. Inhale, belly in, hips up. Option now, tuck the toes under. Now drive those heels actively backwards. Try this. Yeah, don't get too low to begin with. Drive the heels actively back and squeeze your glutes. Now as you lower the chest, the hips go down as well, and you push the hips and chest back up again. So inhale, 2 more, push back up. Let's do 1 more. Now drive the hips back up in line with your shoulders and chest. Well done. Take the knees wide and come back into your child's pose. And if you want to, you can place the hands behind your back and just open up the chest a little bit more now. Shoulders away from the earlobes, opening up the chest, and release. You should have felt that here in those pecs. Lovely. Okay, let's come onto our bottoms now. Bring the legs out in front of you and try and create that L shape with the body, yes? Capital L. Belly in, lengthen through the spine. Bring your arms out in front of you and draw those blades back. We're going to come into shoulder rotation or shoulder circles. Keep everything still. Inhale, right arm up, exhale through. Breathing in, breathing out. Just opening up those pecs. And let's go the same with the left arm. Breathing in, breathing out. Lengthen through the crown by pulling that belly in and back. Now take your arm out to the side and just swing back for 2, 1, and back. Now this is the back of the shoulder we're working and stretching out the front of the shoulder. So don't go too far back, but feel the work in the back of the shoulder, yeah? Inhale. Let's do that 1 more time on each side, yeah? Stretching out the anterior and strengthening the rear deltoids. Okay, lovely. So we're going to now go all the way down to the floor. So when you're ready, take a deep inhale, lengthen, and on your exhale, tuck the tail under, rib to hip connection, shoulders down, slow, 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 and come into a full body stretch. And bring your arms down by your side. And we're going to just adjust ourselves on the mat. So if you need to, just bring your heels now up towards your bottom, but make sure that those heels are in line with your sit bones. Arm by the sides, chin slightly tucked into the chest. We're going to come into shoulder bridge. So when you're ready, on your exhale, tuck the tail under, pull the belly in, and peel that spine off the floor. Hoisting those hips up. Yeah, squeezing the glutes and the hamstrings working here, driving into those heels. Inhaling at the top, exhale, upper back, middle back, lower back, and flick the tail up. Let's go again. Yeah, squeeze those glutes. Relax the neck and shoulders. Just look from left to right with your neck here now, rotation of the neck. Nice and relaxed. Keep the hips up by lifting up on every exhale. Bring that gaze back towards your knees and hips. Lift up, make sure all 5 toes, and especially the big toe, are in the floor. On your next exhale, the upper back comes down, then the middle back, then the lower back, and flip the tail up. Let's go again. Now lift up the pelvic floor. Bring your ribs down to meet it, the sternum. Contain all the pressure and the stress here in the middle of the body, the core. Okay, if you're not feeling your bottom, lift the toes off the floor. So it's the glutes doing the work, not so much the quads. Yeah, working into the glutes and the hamstrings. All right, now from here, we're going to inhale, just lower the bottom to just off the floor. Exhale, drive back up. Inhale, lower the bottom. Exhale, drive it up. We're not touching the floor, but we're trying to go all the way down, yeah? All the way, just hover off the bottom and clench your buttocks shut on the way up. So we open the cheeks and then we shut them on the way up. 5 more. And try and zip up the pelvic floor and pull the belly in, squeeze the glutes, yeah, on every exhale as you lift that bottom up. All 5 toes equally into the floor. Now hold it here. We now pulse up for 10 and 9, high, 8. So don't come down, just lift up and up. If it's in your back, you're going too high and not activating the bottom. So really squeeze that bum without tensing the spine. And 2 and 1, hold. And on your exhale, bring the upper back down first, middle back, lower back, and flick the tail up again. Beautiful. Let's bring the arms out to the side, and we'll take both legs over to our left as we look over to our right. And you can stack the knees one on top of one another to get a further twist and stretch in the spine. On your exhale, pull the belly in to come back. Let's go over to the other side. And pull the belly in and come back. Right, let's go up again and do some single leg work now with our glutes. So on your exhale, tuck the tail under, pull the belly button in, and let's peel that spine off the floor. Right, lovely. So let's work the right glute first. So we're going to lift that left leg up to a 90-degree bend. Option, just lift that left heel off the floor. Otherwise, a 90-degree bend with that leg. And you want to make sure that both hips are level. Zip up the pelvic floor, bring the sternum down to meet it. Keep everything still, arms relaxed by your sides. You're going to inhale, extend the leg. Exhale, bend. Breathing in, breathing out. Breathing in, breathing out. Relax the neck and shoulders. We've got 5 more breaths. Now if you want to, long lever down to the right thigh, pull and drive up. Breathing in, breathing out. Now keep that left hip up, yeah, by driving it into the right heel. Let's do 1 more breath. Breathing in, breathing out. Bend the toe, heel and toe down to the floor, lift the bridge, restore it if it's dropped. Exhale, upper back, middle back, lower back, and flip the tail up. Take a moment. Let's go up again. Exhale, round that lower back before you peel the spine back up. So now the left leg is going to do the work, the left bottom cheek. So option 1, just lift that right heel off the floor for 10 breaths for me. Otherwise, right leg comes up, keep lifting up. We inhale, extend the leg. Exhale, bend. Straighten, bend. Keep lifting up on every exhale, otherwise you're going to naturally drop without realizing it. So that's 5. You can do 5 more of those, otherwise long lever makes it heavier and harder. Breathing in. Now keep the bridge where it is. Don't let it fall. And don't let it slide on one side. Yeah, that right hip should be up in line with the left. Let's do 1 more breath. Breathing in. Breathing out. Restore the bridge. Keep the hips up as you bring the upper back down first, pull the belly in, peel the spine back down to the floor. Well done. Now let's take the right leg over the left leg and bring your hands around that left thigh and come into a glute stretch. Now this feels uncomfortable. Just take the right leg over the left and go over to your left, yeah, and you'll feel the stretch in your right glute. Otherwise, just going to go into a more intense glute stretch here. Relax the neck and shoulders. And release. Let's do the other leg. And release. Okay, all right, so we're going to start today now by coming into some rectus abdominis work, some abdominal work now. Okay, so we're going to lift the head and shoulders off the floor. So place the hands behind the head, and we're going to bring those legs up to a tabletop position. Okay, calves in line with the floor, parallel to the floor, knees over the hips. Don't bring them any further forward. Lift up to work their upper abdominals here, yeah? Now we're going to inhale, slide one leg out at an angle. This leg does not move, and we exhale, pull back. Do the other leg, stretch. I want a long lever, pull back in. So the easier version is to extend the leg high, yeah? Otherwise, the lower the leg goes, the more intense in that lower abdominals. Pull back with those abs. Let's do two more. Stretch, stretch from the hip. Pull with those abs. The other leg does not move. The higher you come, the more intense this is. And it's burning for me already because I'm coming up really high for me. I can feel that work in all of the rectus abdominis. Other leg. Stretch. The leg muscles are working. Let's do two more on each side. Stretch. Pull. Stretch. And pull. Let's do one more. Relaxing those neck and shoulders, draw the blades back into those back pockets. Now it's firing. And in, bring both hands around the shins and come into your lumbar circle rolls. Other direction. So, the correct muscles are working there, the abdominals, rather than the hip flexors. So we're going to come into the single leg stretch now and just be aware that we are trying to keep it all in the abdominals, okay, not into the hip flexors, although you will be strengthening them as well. We're going to place our hands around our shins, lift the head and shoulders as high as you can. We're going to drive the left leg away as we place our outer hand on the ankle, inner hand on knee if you can, shoulders away from ears. Stretch that leg away. Let's do 20, 10 on each leg. We go for 10. And 10, and 9, 8, 7. Allow the breath to work for you. 6. Shins parallel to the floor, don't drop the heels. And 3, can you move a bit higher now? Shoulders stay down. You should be burning in that rectus abdominis the higher you come. Last one on each leg. And bring those knees into the chest and take a full body stretch. Ooh. Let's now come into a hamstring stretch. Bring that right leg in, extend the leg up to the sky. And we're just going to point the toe on our inhale and flex on our exhale. Breathing in, breathing out, breathing in, breathing out. Let's do one more. Now, point the toe, bring the knee into that right shoulder. Exhale, extend. Breathing in, try and keep the knee where it is. It's going to feel a bit more intense to stretch out there. So we don't want to be going backwards, yeah? You want to keep the knee where it is ideally. Don't worry if you need to take that knee back. The feeling we're trying to create of intensifying the hamstring lengthening. Drive the heel up on that fourth one and hold. Relax the neck and shoulders. And release. Now let's do the left leg. So we point on the inhale.
Exhale, flex the heel away from your bottom. And when you exhale and drive the heel up, drive the bottom down. Yeah, feel the lengthening process in the back of the leg. Breathing in, breathing out. Now point the toe. Let's bring that knee into the left shoulder. Exhale, drive it up the heel. Breathing in, breathing out. Now try and take it out of the neck and shoulders and use your lats underneath your armpit muscles to pull that leg in. Yeah, so relax the neck and shoulders. And the fourth one we hold. Flex the heel away from that bottom. Now let's bring our chin to our chest, our ribs to our hips, and lift ourselves up that leg. Point the toes now. Drive your right thigh actively away. Hold this position for me. We're breathing laterally into the rib cage. The lower back is in the floor, okay? And we're creating a U shape with the body now. From the foot to the head. Keep the water in the belly, the bottom of the boat. Shoulders away from the ears, ribs to hip connection. Thigh muscles, activate them, drive into the bone, hug them, those muscle bones. Okay, now we're gonna keep really still. All we do is push this leg down and pull this leg up. And switch with your breath. 10, and 9, and 8. We squeeze the throat muscle gently, and 7, and 6. Keep lifting up, and 5. Keep the sit bones stuck in the floor to really engage the abs. Keep the shoulders down. 3, and 2, and last one on each side. And bring those knees into your chest and place a hand around each knee and come into your hip opener. Other direction. Well done. So, last exercise in this rectus, ab exercise is going to be the crisscross. So we're going to bring our legs back up to tabletop. Option, you could always keep one leg on the floor and slide it away from you on the floor rather than at an angle. Okay, so you can always do this if you prefer. And just do 4 on each side. Otherwise, you're in tabletop. You lift the head and shoulders off the floor, knees over the hips. Now, we inhale, we drive the left leg out, and we take that left lowest rib over to our right hip bone. The elbows are wide and both shoulders off the floor. We inhale 2 inches back. Now, we're not moving the arms over, we're moving the rib to hip connection, yeah? It's the twisting of the waist. Inhale back. We're twisting at the waist and lifting up and back. We exhale 2. 2 more on each side. The other knee isn't coming in. Yeah, it's ribs at opposite hip bone, not elbow to knee. And we slow it down. We're twisting and lifting up. And it should be burning. Intense, slow exercise here. Both sit bones stuck in the floor. We're rotating in the upper body now. And bring those knees in. And take both knees to the floor again. And just take the legs over to one side again. Feeling the stretch down the side of the body. Ooh. And come back. Let's go over to the other side. And come back. So let's come onto our side now. We're going to come back to the abs in a minute, but let's give them a little break for the time being and work on the outer thighs now. So we're going to lay on our side, okay? And I want you to extend the arm, or you can be on your elbow like this, so. But I need you to have your ear in line with your shoulder, in line with your shoulder and your hips, in the same line. So use your mat as a guide, and bring the legs slightly forward, okay? Stack the hips completely here. I want the heels stacked and the hips stacked, so you're nice and relaxed. Push that bottom leg into the floor, and we're going to lift that top leg off the floor. And with a pointed toe, we're going to exhale, lift that leg up, and inhale, flex the heel and lower with resistance. We exhale up, inhale, flex and lower slowly. And 3. Now we don't allow the legs to touch. We resist and we think about inner thighs on the way down.
and exhale, outer thigh on the way up. A little bit of external rotation from the hip joint, yeah, will give your bottom more work and make it more intense. Let's do 5 more. I think we've done 5. We're going to do 5 more. In the thigh, and zip up your pelvic floor here. Pull the belly in. And let's do 1 more. We lift up and we flex and lower. Now let's kick forward. Point the toe and pull behind. Tuck the tail under. Let's kick forward. 2. Pull, pull, pull. So drive that bottom leg into the floor. Option, put the hand on the floor to balance you, but take it out the neck and the shoulders. Flex on the way in, point on the way back. Yeah, and 5. Good. Now, we're going to take that leg up to hip height, and we're going to come into our circles now. Our leg circles on our side. So we go forward, up, back and down. Forward, up. Now try and go as high as you can, but don't move the hips. And 5. Now let's go to the direction. We go back. You won't be able to go that far back, yeah? It's more about length. More about length. Pull that toe away from you. 4. And 1 more. 5. Now, just hover that bottom leg over the top leg. Flex the heel now and go up, up, up. 3, 2, 1. 3, 2, 1. 1, 2, 3. 3, 2, 1. 1, 2, 3. So you're going to really feel the burn here in that outer thigh. Let's do 1 more. 3, 2, 1. 1, 2, 3. Now keep that leg where it is. Now inner thighs now of the bottom leg. Flex the bottom leg. Use your hand on the floor if you need to. We're going to bring the bottom leg up to the top leg and down. So we're lifting up the bottom leg to the top leg. 3, 4. Now flex the heels and think about your inner thighs now. And 6. And 7. And 8. So that top leg is burning now. Yeah, and we're working the inner thighs. And 10. Now hold it here. See if you can drive both heels actively away. Now point the toes. See if that top arm can come up and find your balance. Okay, yeah. So I have to help if I put my arm out. Yeah, so we're holding the balance here now. I'm just lifting up. 10, 9, 8. Now squeeze your inner thighs together. Zip up the pelvic floor. Squeeze your glutes. 5 and 4 and 3 and 2 and 1. Holding it here. Now take your top hand down to the floor. Bring the palm down on your bottom leg. Take the legs to the floor now and see if you can lift up and lower. So we push up and we're using our lats here as well as the tricep on the top arm. So we're pushing ourselves up and down. We lift up and down. I think we've done 4. This is your 5th one. Now for the final 5, stay with that. Otherwise, lift the top leg. Okay, yeah, you can feel that working now. 4, outer thigh and lats. Let's do 2 more. 2 and 1. Holds, yeah, and release. Well done. Just pat that out. Okay, bring your knees in. Good. Okay, so let's come over to the other side. And let's see if I can remember all that. Okay, so we bring the legs out. Make sure you've got that nice straight line. Armpits, hips, and bring the legs slightly forward. Okay, so we're going to lift that top leg up. Pull the belly in. Make sure those hips and heels are stacked. Yeah, we're going to lift that top leg up and flex on the way down. We don't let the legs touch. Relax neck and shoulders. Keep the hips still. Think about a ball in between those legs. So you've got inner thigh on the way down. You're not just dropping the leg, you're coming down with control. I think we've got 1 more. 10th one. and down. Now, bottom leg driving into the floor. Let's kick forward, point the toe and pull behind. Pull. So the bottom leg is slightly forward. Yeah, so allowing us to get a bit of a hip flexor stretch here. Relaxing those neck and shoulders. That's our fifth one. Pull behind. Now let's bring that leg and just hover it over the bottom leg. Hip height now. We're going to come into our circles. Forward, up, back and down. And just be aware of how this leg compares to the other right leg. Yeah? Yeah, is it tighter? Is it stronger? Drawing a circle with the toe or the heel, other direction. Back, up, forward and down. Nice and relaxed in those neck and shoulders. I'm thinking about the hip getting full mobility here, yeah? Bottom leg driving into the floor, abs in, shoulders into those back pockets. I think that's our fifth one. We're gonna now bring that leg down on, just hover it again, don't drop it. Flex the heel, we kick up for 3, 2, 1, 3, 2, 1, 3, 2, 1, 3, 2, 1. How much harder it is, yeah? Think about that outer thigh. You can put your hand here to feel it working. 2 more. And last one. Now hover it just off the bottom leg. Now inner thighs, pelvic floor. Bring the bottom leg up to the top leg, yeah? And down. Flex the heels. Feel that in that waist now. I'm really struggling to find my balance. That's your 10. All right, now holding it here. Legs go down, legs go up. Inhale, exhale. If you can, bring that arm up. 4, 5, and 6. If you're feeling it here, 7, and 8, and 9, and 10. Hold, hold, hold. Shoulders away from ears, pelvic floor lifted, squeeze your glutes, drive those heels actively away. Now let's place the hand on the floor, take the legs to the floor. The palm faces down now on the floor, okay? And we push down into the ground and we lift ourselves up. So the hand comes forward towards you and then it goes back out again. So we're thinking about the lats. Relax the neck and shoulders. Exhale, 3. And you can bend this elbow, yes, and you're going to push down into the ground with both hands, but push that elevated arm forward towards you in the ground. And now we've got 5 more. See if you can lift that top leg up, yeah? Don't worry about height, just focus on length. You're feeling the burn in the abductors. Two more. And last one. And 10, hold, hold. Outer thigh, glutes, lats, lifting you up, shoulders down, and release. Well done. Let's now come onto our back, and let's stretch out those abductors a little bit more now, and inner thighs. So put the arms out to the sides, and we're just gonna take both legs over to our right, as we look over to our left, and just extend that top leg. Flex the heel actively away from the bottom and just feel the stretch in the outer thigh now, the adductors into the glutes. And try and keep that left shoulder on the floor. Let's bend the knee, come back to the center. Let's go over to the other side. Extend the top leg, flex the heel, kick it away from your bottom. And try and keep the right shoulder on the floor. And bend the knee, come back in. And then let's take both knees up now. And option, just keep the legs bent and just open up the knees, yeah? Inner thigh stretch, adductors now. Option now is to drag the heels actively away from the groin. And if you want to, you can come into ankle rotations again. Other direction. And just drive the heels away from that groin.
and pull, lengthen. Can you go a bit higher with those legs? Try and lengthen and straighten the back of the knees, wide. And bring those knees back in. Okay, so now we're going to come up onto our fronts now, into a prone position. So we're going to start off just by coming into a hip flexor stretch. So I want you to take your left knee to the floor and just drive the right knee a little bit further back, and we're trying to sink the hips down and forward. Yeah, the knee must be over the ankle. Be sure that that's happening. Yeah, we don't want this, yeah, or that. It's got to be a 90-degree bend. And we're tucking our tailbone underneath our bottom to shift the tail under. Yeah, so we're just feeling the stretch in that right hip flexor, not into your back. And we're going to take the right hand over that left knee and look over our left shoulder and just keep sinking forward and down with the hips. And come back. Let's do the other leg now. Right knee forward. And take the left knee further back. Yeah, and we've got the pelvis nice and centered. So if you feel twisting, yeah, bring the feet further together. We want the pelvis nice and centered so that the bowl of water is in place. And we tuck the tail under, so you're feeling the stretch in that left hip flexor now. And the right knee is over that right ankle. And take the left hand now around the right knee. Open up the right shoulder and look over that right shoulder. Sink those hips forward and down. And back. Well done. So let's finish up with our abs. So, single leg stretch, scissor, crisscross. I think the crisscross will come second. Scissor will be the last exercise, okay? And we're going to do it twice, okay? So if you need to take a break, okay? Otherwise, try and keep with me, okay? The last of the exercises. Now, don't rush this. Remember, the breath leads the movement, and enjoy it, okay? It's only temporary. Head and shoulders, chin to chest, rib to hip. Keep the water in the belly, shoulders away from the ears, hands around one leg as you drive the leg away. We're just going to do 10, 5 on each leg, okay? Shin parallel to the floor. Let's switch for 5, and 4, and 3. Shoulders stay down, lift a bit higher with their head and shoulders, and 2, and 1. Now, legs in tabletop, hands behind the head. We drive the right leg away and we rotate over to the left knee. And we come back. Exhale. Sit bones stuck in the floor. We're twisting at the waist, everybody. Waist, waist, waist. Not the elbows. It's the waist. Left rib to right hip bone. And last one. And back. Elevate one leg, drive the other leg away. 10 for me. Okay, keep the shoulders down. Lift the head and shoulders off the floor as much as you can. Use your lats to pull that leg in, not the neck and shoulders. And 3. And 4. We've got one more. And 5. Now, bring those legs back to tabletop. Let's go again. One more set. We go for 5. And 4, sit bones stuck in the floor, don't rock from side to side, and 3, lift a bit higher, and 2, and 1, and bring those legs to tabletop, twist at the waist, inhale, the other knee doesn't move, slow back in the floor, don't arch that lower back, rib to hip connection. I've forgotten what I'm doing. Let's do one more on each side. Come on, let's burn here. Shorten the distance from the ribs to the hips. I think that's our 3 on each side. Lift the head and shoulders, and let's switch. We're going for 5. Squeeze the throat muscle gently. 4, and 3. Push and pull. And 2. Keep the shoulders down. Let's do one more. Smile. And bring those knees in. And take a full body stretch. Oh, well done.
Bring your arms down by your sides. We're going to come onto our fronts again now into a 4-point kneeling position. So wrists under shoulders, knees under the hips. And we're going to look slightly ahead of our hands. We're going to come into our cat and cow. So on your exhale, tuck the tail under and round through the spine. Chin to chest, nose to belly. Pull the shoulders away from the ears to stretch the back of the neck. And on your next inhale, flick the tail up, dip the lower spine, squeeze the blades back and look up. Stretch out the front of the body now, lift the bottom up. Let's go again. We tuck the tail under, lower back, middle back, upper back. Lengthen from the crown to the tail. Open up the blades. Now on your next inhale, flick the tail up, dip the lower spine. Now push the collarbone forward and the shoulders back. Stretch out your neck flexor by jutting your chin up. One more time, round. And inhale to neutral spine. So, wrists under shoulders, let's take one leg away. Now drive that heel actively behind you. Draw your shoulder blades into those back pockets. Take the other leg up, legs are hip distance. Squeeze your glutes, yeah, abs engaged, your lats are engaged, your shoulders are away from your ears, you're looking ahead of your fingertips for cervical alignment. Now inhale, lift the hips up. Adjust the feet if you need to, looking in between those legs. Now bend the knees halfway to the floor and stick your hips back to the back wall and then up to the ceiling. Now extend the legs. Allow the head just to drop. Now, we're going to bring the left hand back in, then the right, then the left. Bend the knees if you need to, and the right. Stay low for me. Flip the tailbone up to the ceiling. Imagine your pelvis is that teapot. Yes. The handle to the teapot is in between your butt cheeks and you're pouring tea up. And we're pouring tea onto our toes. Yes, the hands are irrelevant. Pull the shoulders away from the ears, pull the belly in and lift those sit bones up while the heels drive down. Take a deep inhale here, and on your exhale, pull the belly a little bit more, squeeze your glutes and peel that spine back up. Bottom, lower, middle, upper back. Just roll those shoulders back into those back pockets. Now the legs are hip distance. Yeah, breathing into the nose and out through the mouth. We're down to long levers. Breathing in, let's elevate the arms. Exhale, back down. Breathing in, stretch. Exhale to strengthen. Now keep that belt around the waist. Yeah, squeeze your glutes, wrap your thigh muscles around your bones. Yeah, now take up your left arm and just stretch out the lats here. Yeah, so stretch out the sides of the body again. Breathing in, breathing out. One more of those on each side. Shoulders stay down. Elbow drive away from heel. Hip drive away from heel. And back over to the other side. Just lengthen the whole side of that body. Breathing in, both arms. Exhale, just strengthen. Thank you very much for joining me today. I hope you have a great day. Thank you. Bye-bye.